Welcome to the Soft Skills, a quiet space for complicated feelings. In this episode, we're talking about family and how obligation can quietly erode your boundaries. Let's unpack it together, and by the end of this video, you'll see this experience with clearer eyes and a deeper sense of self-trust. There's a story we don't talk about enough, the one where the person who drains you most shares your last name. Maybe it's a parent who always needs something, a sibling who takes more than they give, a family member who makes you feel small but insists it's love. Maybe it's subtle, an offhand comment, a look that lingers too long, a guilt trip about how little you call. And you've tried. You've kept the peace, played the role, softened your tone, swallowed your feelings, and told yourself, but they're family. That line, but they're family, is used like a spell, a way to silence your needs, to guilt you into tolerating more than you should. It's an emotional override. It carries all the weight of tradition, expectation, and shame. But here's the truth. Love without respect isn't love. Connection without boundaries isn't safe, and obligation isn't the same as care. It's brave to admit that a dynamic with a parent or sibling no longer feels healthy, because the world doesn't make space for that grief. There's no Hallmark card for, I love you, but I can't keep doing this. Let's talk about 3 things you can do if this is your reality. 1, redefine what family means to you. You get to decide what family feels like, not just what it looks like. If love is conditional, weaponized, or manipulative, it's okay to call that out. Biological ties don't mean emotional safety. Instead, ask, who makes me feel seen? Who lets me rest in the relationship? That's the energy to protect. And sometimes chosen family, the friend who shows up, the partner who listens, deserves that title more than the ones you share DNA with. 2, boundaries are not disrespect, they're repair. A boundary isn't a punishment, it's a repair for the relationship and for yourself. It says, I still care about us, but I need to relate to you differently. And yes, it might be met with resistance, especially if your role in the family was always the peacekeeper or emotional sponge. But holding the boundary is the new relationship. You might start small. Fewer phone calls, shorter visits, pausing before replying to that message. It's not dramatic, it's deliberate. 3, you don't have to explain your pain to be allowed to have it. You might never get them to understand, and that's okay. Healing doesn't always come from being heard. Sometimes it comes from choosing yourself, even when no one claps. You don't owe them a TED Talk about your trauma. You don't need a perfect script. I'm not available for that is enough. Let silence do the work. Let space do the talking. When someone says, but they're your family, what they often mean is, your needs don't matter if they make others uncomfortable. Let's flip that. Your boundaries are not a betrayal. They're an act of love for you. You're allowed to be the cycle breaker. You're allowed to want peace instead of patterns. Time for reflection. If this is bringing something up for you, ask yourself, what version of me do I feel I have to be around this person? Do I feel safe, seen, and respected, or just obligated? If this wasn't my family, would I tolerate this dynamic? What would my life look like if I centered my own needs instead of managing everyone else's? Those answers are information, and you deserve to move through the world with relationships that feel like home, not duty. You've been watching The Soft Skills. Like and subscribe for more soft reflections on hard truths.